Yellow Productions presents
a video review of the Marriott Zurich Hotel in Zurich, Switzerland. I'm Chris, this is Topher, and in this video we're going to show you everything you need to know if you're considering staying at this hotel. We'll show you the inside of one of the rooms, we'll show you the neighborhood around the hotel, and the common areas of the property. So, here we go. The Zurich Marriott is a 19-story high-rise hotel with 257 guest rooms. It is located right along the Limmat River. It is central to downtown Zurich, located just a 10-minute walk from Zurich's main train station. You can see here, looking out of my hotel room, this is the main train station very close by. Entry into the hotel lobby is via a nice big revolving door. It gets pretty cold in Switzerland. Just to the left there is a seating area with some leather seats. To the back left in this view is a little bit of a gift shop. They've got some watches, a couple of restaurants. There are the hotel elevators, some fresh flowers on this table in the center of the lobby. And then to the right, that's the concierge and the check-in area. Also on the ground floor was the Concierge Lounge. If you're a Marriott Gold or Platinum member, you'll have access to this, or if you buy up to a certain room category. The lounge was definitely one of the highlights of the stay. This is the typical breakfast spread in the morning. Lots of bread, pastries, croissants. Over here, a selection of cereals, some whole fruits in the back. Continuing on, they'd have milk, including lactose-free milk, lots of little fresh cut fruits, some muesli, and of course it's Switzerland, so lots of cheese and breakfast meats. Hard-boiled eggs in the little Swiss flag container, scrambled eggs, potatoes. Over here was bacon and sausage. And then it's the full British breakfast, because they also had baked beans and mushrooms. This is what a typical breakfast I had looked like. I really liked those danishes and the muffins. The fresh cut fruit was really good as well. In addition to that pretty good breakfast, they'd also have a really good spread for dinner. I'd also want to point out this little refrigerator area. Lots of drinks. This lounge is open all day for complimentary drinks. Saves you a lot of money when a Coke can cost 5 Swiss francs in Zurich. Also, I really enjoyed these little dessert cups that were here often many evenings. The desserts were pretty good. Self-serve coffee machine, and then in the evening they also had a lot of hot selections as well. You could make a dinner out of this if you wanted to. Up on the third floor is the fitness center. It's open 24 hours. It's clean, bright, well appointed. It's got windows that look out onto the street. Also in the fitness center, there's a nice little lounge area, which I assume you could do after maybe some massage services. There's also a tanning room. The tanning is extra, and in the back there is a sauna that was quite warm. But probably my favorite lounge spot in the whole hotel is the one on the bridge over to the north wing. There's cool chairs here that overlook out onto the street. Traffic passes underneath. Pretty cool. One thing that caught me off guard is, although the hotel is 19 stories, the floor numbers in the elevators don't really match up. In the north wing, they go up to the 40s, and in the main wing, they go up to 39. I think they do this to keep the floor numbers separate, but just if they give you a room on the 39th floor, realize that's really not 39 stories high. Now that we've seen most of the common areas around the hotel, let's check out one of the guest rooms. This is room 3609 on the 36th floor. Come on in, let me show you around. As you come in the main door, the first thing on your right is the closet. It's one of these very open, modern closets. You don't have to worry about closet doors. Just down here, there's a little space where you can put your suitcase, and they've got the extra sheets that might be up on top of the closet down here. There's a little tiny thing which you might think this is a closet, but what's inside this is the ironing board and the iron. That's all that's in this little cubby hole. Yeah. But I guess they needed a place to hide that. The bathroom's just to the left. We'll check that out in a moment, but we'll check out the mini bar right here. And actually, if you look at the top of this mini bar, there's this glass thing, which has a drawer that opens up, which has glasses, bottled water, coffee cups. There's a complimentary bottle of water. There's a teapot, teacups, and some English breakfast tea. And then if we look down just below this, down here, This is the in-room minibar, stocked with, I'm sure, rather expensive beverages. And then just in this other door is the in-room safe. And then just below that is some of the other items that you might expect to find in the closet. Some extra hangers, the laundry bag, shoe shiner. And this is cool. It is a mini lint roller that says Marriott Zurich. This is the first hotel I've been in that has a lint roller in it. Also, I just want to point out that up on top of this, there is this very lovely succulent right here. And when we checked in addition to the room keys, they gave us a Zurich city map, information on excursions, guided tours. The girl checking us in at the front desk spent probably about 5 minutes explaining where we were, and that tomorrow was a holiday, so that's very nice for a visitor. If we come over here, there's the desk in the room. The television's up above it. I think as a maybe platinum member or guest, I got one of these cheese, cracker, and olive trays, which also has a bottle of Merlot, which would be excellent if I was actually a Merlot fan. Nice touch on a silver platter, though. And then what I want to point out just over this way, on the side of the desk, there are many plugs in many different varieties. So it doesn't matter where you're coming from, you'll have a plug that will fit your particular electronics, which is pretty nice. Okay, the main part of the room over here, and why you have a hotel room, is for beds. They have rooms with 2 beds, 1 bed. This is the 2-bed variety. Topher, he really is kind of prima donna, often needs his own bed. But that's to get his strength for doing these videos. There's a skyline of Zurich, some lamps that come over the bed, nice white sheets. They have this little thing right here, which is an offer that if you fill it out, you can get 1,000 points if you want to not do room cleaning. Interesting service. In the corner right here, there is a chair with a footstool and a glass table. And also, I think one of the best things about this room is the view. Outside of the 36th floor, you can see the river, what looks to be a bay, but I think it's a bigger extension of the river. You can see the train station. It's really quite an impressive view from this room. All right, well, now that we're done admiring the view, let's come in and check out the final part of the room, which is the bathroom. First part of the bathroom is the sink, typical kind of sink. It does have quite a collection of shower gels, shampoo, conditioner, mouthwash, basically every bath product ever that you would ever want. Towels are underneath the sink. And, whoa, I just knocked all those things over. Then over here is the in-room shower. It's a bathtub. It has one of these glass doors, which I really don't like, because I find whenever I have one of these, it's just a half door. I end up getting water all over the floor. I think it's often just a European thing. It does have a nice handheld shower. It is fairly bright in here, so that's a nice thing. And then the toilet, which is just kind of like down here behind the door, is one of these sort of floating toilets over here. They have a little note in the bathroom that says the water is clean, healthy, has 0 sugar, fat-free, refreshing, organic, and is safe to drink. I'm glad they got these 0 sugar and fat-free water. I was really worried about that. Okay, Topher, we just spent 2 nights at the Zurich Marriott, and do you know what time it is?
It's Topher review time!
It's time for our Topher review, and so we review these hotels on a scale of 1 to 5 Tophers. And this hotel is going to get
3.5
Tophers! 3.5 Tophers. Okay, so let's talk about the pros and the cons and why it got 3.5 Tophers. The pro, the hotel is very close to the main train station, so if you're flying in, taking the train, easy to wheel your luggage over here, also easy as a base if you're doing day trips other places. The hotel is also clean, the service is good, but in the cons section, it's, I would say, a standard business hotel, and so that makes it slightly forgettable as far as hotels go. The other con is the air conditioning leaves something to be desired. The rooms were always a little warmer than Topher was really accustomed to, even though he's a hot weather animal. His brother, me, is not, and I was kind of warm at night. The other pros about the hotel, the room was really quiet, and so that was nice. The views are really swell out on Zurich. The other thing that I think was really great is the executive lounge, or the concierge lounge. The breakfast there was really good. The evening hors d'oeuvres and dessert was great. It's awesome that the lounge is open 24/7, so you can go in and get drinks, especially in a city like Zurich that is really expensive. Getting a cappuccino and a couple bottles of water, save yourselves $10 on the way back to the hotel. So that being said, it gets 3.5 because maybe if you're a Marriott Rewards member, Gold or Platinum, and you get access to the lounge, that might be 4 Tofers, but if you're not, then it might be 3, and so a happy medium is 3.5. Well, Topher and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got something useful out of it, please give it a thumbs up below. You might also consider following us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The links are in the description. Or you could subscribe to see new videos every Sunday. Or you might want to watch some of our other videos from Switzerland. Click around here where the videos pop up to watch any of them. Or find the links in the description below as well. All right, bye-bye.
Hey, bye.